This story to me is kind of crazy. When I first heard it, I thought it was kind of like, really, I thought it was a joke. Talking about a double amputee sprint runner that shoots his girlfriend thinking she's an intruder. It sounds like a joke and it sounds like a hoax. Well, today, February 22nd, he's released on bail. You know what I mean? He's out of jail right now. I think it was $113,000. That was his bail. He's out. It probably wasn't the millions, but they get the 10% or 20% thing. He's out. That's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the story of what happened, and I want to know what you guys think. Do you think it's foul play, or do you think this guy killed her for some other reason? In relationships, sometimes guys lose control, girls lose control, people lose control in relationships, so we don't know. But this is the supposed alleged story. Oscar and Reva go to bed early one night. I think it was a Wednesday night. They go to bed. Thursday turns around. It's Thursday early in the morning. Still night but going into morning. He hears some rumbling. He gets up out of the bed. He picks up his 9mm, which he keeps under his bed because he claims in the neighborhood that he lives in, there's been a rash of break-ins and stuff like that. But he said he feels more secure with a gun under his bed. I can't leave this part out. He was asked in an interview, how often does he go to a gun range? He said he goes to a gun range whenever he can't sleep. So sometimes if he can't sleep, he get up and go to a gun range. I don't know what gun range will be open there late at night. I'm not saying he's lying. I'm just throwing that part out there. So he hears rumbling in his house as if somebody was breaking in. Now, his girlfriend is laying next to him in the bed, sleep. He jumps up, bam, goes to the washroom with his gun, shoots through the washroom door. Once he shoots through the washroom door, he yells out Reva. He yells out her name, you know what I mean? To see, I guess he forgot that she wasn't in the bed. He didn't notice that she wasn't in the bed. So I guess he noticed she's not in the bed at this point in time. And I guess he hears something in the washroom or whatever. And he takes a cricket paddle, breaks down the door. Now the door is locked. Breaks down the door, the cricket paddle. That's what he says. Goes inside and his girlfriend is dead. Now, I don't know. To me, the story sounds so suspect. This is what I read on the internet, and this is what I've been hearing on the news, and it sounds so suspect to me. Because for one, the part about him not noticing that she was in the bed sounds suspect to me, and the washroom door being locked. She goes in the washroom in the middle. Say if she was using the washroom. I'm going to use me for an example. If I get up to use the washroom and my girlfriend's laying in the bed with me, I don't have to lock the door. I'm just being honest with you. I don't have to lock the door at 3 o'clock in the morning. I just don't have to. Whatever I was doing in that washroom, and that's especially if we're live-ins or we're boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever it is, I don't have to lock the washroom door at 3 o'clock in the morning. It sounds so suspect to me what's going on. And, he's being charged right now where he's facing, 20, at least life to 25 years in jail, and he's going to be charged with murder. You know what I mean? Premeditated murder. It's a lot going on with this story. It sounds so suspect. And the guy's only 26 years old, and you're wondering, like, how can this, you're a double amputee, you made your name for yourself, you made a name for yourself in the Olympics, you have done a lot with your life with having no legs, and it's like, something like this hits you in the prime of your career, and it's suspect as hell. It seems like a crock of shit to the bone. Real talk. I can't accuse this man of anything. I don't know him. But that story sounds so suspect to me. It just doesn't sound right. I want to know what you guys think. Do you think it's foul play, or do you think he killed her? I want to know what you guys think. I want you guys to really dig deep. Go on the internet, do what you have to do. But I want to hear what you have to say about this, because to me it sounds suspect. It doesn't sound right. It really doesn't make any sense to me. You know what I mean? He talks about how the neighborhood had a lot going on in it with crime and stuff, breaking and stuff like that. But this guy was able to bond himself out, or he was able to get out of jail with $100,000. So I'm quite sure he could have moved to a better neighborhood. You know what I mean? And then the part about him not noticing she was not in the bed when he jumped up, because normally if you think somebody's in the house, you're going to tap over and like, hey, babe, wake up. I think somebody's in here. You're not just just gonna jump out the bed. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to accuse the guy. I'm only going off what I heard and how I feel. You know what I mean? Let me know how you feel about this. I want to know how you feel and what's your take on the whole story. Does it make sense to you? I want to know, because to me, something is fishy about this. It's real fishy. You know what I mean? It doesn't sound right. You know how you hate to accuse somebody of something until you know the facts, until you know all of the facts. You really can't convict anybody until you know the truth. Right now, it's looking like we have to pass judgment a little bit. You know what I mean? Not that we're going to be the ones put behind bars, but just to be talking about it and to know about it and to look at the fairness and the unfairness that's being dealt with this lady losing her life like that. You know what I mean? We have to look at it from both parties. We have to look at it from not just because he's an athlete and a figure in the public. We have to look at this young lady has lost her fucking life from a so-called mistake. We have to look at this and weigh it properly. We can't look at the celebrity on his behalf. We have to look at the whole thing in its entirety. I'm your host, Jay Howard from The Vent. I want to know what you guys think. Foul play or not. Peace, and I'm out.